Hello, good evening. This is Divya here from shophealthy.in, and this is our weekly live or our weekly Meet a Doctor session. Today we have Dr. Disha Chheda, who's a practicing physiotherapist based in Mumbai. She has agreed to share time with us today and talk about why posture is so important for all of us. So, Dr. Disha, welcome to shophealthy.in, Meet a Doctor.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you for being with us. You know what? I think why don't we start with you telling us what really is posture, and then we can talk about why is it so important.
Basically, posture in very simple terms is the way you sit, the way you stand, the way you walk, the way you be in the space given to you. And it has a major effect in all the segments, all the areas of your life. Say, starting with your breathing, it has a major effect on your breathing. It has effect on your digestion. It has effect on your bones, your muscles, your ligaments. It has effect on your mental status as well. So basically, it is covering up an overall thing. So when I say posture, and you have a problem, yeah, the cause can be posture. So if I deal with posture, I'll get relief of my problem.
Okay, wow. So it has an effect on everything, digestion included. Interesting. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
that is very interesting. So you're saying it is very important for our breathing and for our mental health as well. Can you maybe elaborate a little bit and help us understand how?
Sure. So, when I say in today's time, we usually have a tendency to sit like this, which is often called as a hunchback posture or a slouched posture. So, if you all can imagine a person sitting on a chair in front of the laptop or in front of their mobile screens, we usually have a tendency to sit like this, slouched, with my
Yeah.
knees under the chair,
Yeah.
bent completely. So when I am sitting completely slouched, starting with my breathing, so my diaphragm, which is a dome-shaped breathing muscle, which helps me to take a breathe in, will become flat when I breathe in. But when I'm sitting slouched, it does not get space to move down. As a result of which, there is less efficient breathing. Or if I say there is, or not all the lobes of your lungs get ventilated when you breathe in such a posture. So this, not in a day or two, but eventually will really result into low breathing, or I would say lower ventilation of the lungs, which will ultimately have an effect on your functional status. As to it will decrease your working capacity, it will lead to early onset of fatigue.
Wow.
So this is how a poor posture will affect directly on the breathing.
So slouching. Now I'm sitting straight while talking to you. Slouching. Interesting. What about mental health, doctor? You said something about posture also affecting our mental health.
Yes.
How?
So when I say mental health, okay, when I'm talking to you, do I look confident? Do I look good? Do I feel appealing?
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay, now when I'm talking to you like this, okay, I shall do it. Do I look appealing? Do I look confident? Do I look good?
No.
So this is how posture directly affects your mental health.
Yes.
Also, since I said that posture is having effect on breathing, so this results into shallow breathing, which is giving only like only my upper lobes or maximum middle lobes of my lung to get ventilated. So
Mhm.
this shallow breathing will increase the carbon dioxide content of your body, which will ultimately give signal to your brain to increase the nervousness. Like the CO2 is directly related to your nervous behavior or nervous attitude. So this will ultimately signal that stress to set in, which will help you to feel low confident, low self-esteem, and also it won't make you feel good.
Hmm.
So that is why posture has direct effect on the mental states.
Wow, who would have thought? I would never have thought it like this. So, what can we do? Tell us about, especially now in this current scenario, we spend more than 10 hours sitting in front of our laptops. We are not commuting to work or taking coffee breaks. And our children are also sitting online school, in front of their laptops or desktops most of the day. So, what should they be doing? Right.
So there are three things which I would like to mention here. The very first thing is maintaining a right posture. I'll be elaborating it on this as well. The second one is proper pacing of the activities. Pacing as in I'm keeping gaps in between all my work, the entire schedule of mine. And the third one will be short minutes of exercise or short bouts of exercise in between the work when I'm actually at my workstation. So the first one is proper posture. Starting from the kids to the desk job workers, we all have a tendency to work on the laptop with our neck ahead, which
Yeah.
is also called as text neck syndrome, which is seen in people who use their phones a lot, playing PUBG or texting or whatever. So that text neck syndrome can be avoided by activating your core muscles of the neck and your core muscles of the abdomen, which will help you to maintain a right posture. What you can do is we can sit nicely taking support. We can use a cervical pillow or something, a towel roll, as simple as a towel roll here behind, and we can keep our neck stable. We can keep our shoulders or our back also stable nicely, not rounded like this, which is ultimately affecting all our muscles and joints. We can also keep our low back supported by a cushion or a pillow on the chair, and there are special chairs which are available already in the market, which with all your spinal curvatures, which gives you proper support in all the areas. And we can also keep our knees away from stiffness by just placing a low stool. We can alter weight when we are sitting on the laptop. We can just place a low stool and place our feet supported on it completely, so that we are not taking that feet under the chair.
Yeah.
And thus it avoids stiffness on both my knees and overall body stiffness, of course.
And I can do the same for my
When I talk about, yeah.
Yeah, please go on.
When I talk about the posture maintenance in housewives, so that is something which is the major chunk of Indian population. So we have seen our mothers working constantly, like starting from 9 till 1 o'clock, constantly in the kitchen, one after the other work, without any gaps in between. So this, I would like to change that. A gap can be as good as just sitting and working, then again getting up and working, then again working for some other work. So ultimately, this is changing your posture in every 20 to 30 minutes. Because that is something which will cause that the stiffness, the pain, everything will land in, because your muscles are overacting. As per the current scenario, as per the current pattern of working, this is the ideal time when you should ideally change from one posture to another. Static postures are something which makes you land up in the pain, like you are inviting the problem by yourself. So it is better that we, be dynamic in working, which will help us to stay fit. Also, when I say pacing of the activities, along with pacing, one important thing is equal weight distribution on both your feet. So when I'm standing, simply standing, many of us have tendencies to just weight bear on one leg and stand, as in feel relaxed and completely arch our low back. So all this will cause compression of my spine, of my of my nerves, and it will lead to pain setting in. So I would rather advise that it is always advisable to give equal weights on both my feet, which will give an optimum muscle length. It won't go into the tension and help us to function better.
Interesting. That's very helpful to know. So pacing out and changing your posture and moving around, especially, and workstations. You were telling me offline about how the height should be a certain way for the mouse. Can you just yeah?
So that is again something which is very important and ideally should be maintained at every offices, at every corporate place, wherein your laptop level has to be at your eye level with appropriate distance from your eyes, so that you don't have to stretch too much. Yeah, you don't have to take your neck ahead to see what is there on the screen. Secondly, your hands should be supported right from the hand till the forearm end, so that my shoulder doesn't go up, or it is not too much stretched, or I don't have to, adapt some faulty posture to gain comfort while working on a laptop. So this is something which is again very important. Mouse position also should be such that my entire elbow remains supported while I'm working, so that at least my hands are relaxed. And ultimately, what happens when I do this, my shoulders don't overstress. So many of the times when I get pain in my shoulder, it is reason that I'm either doing this or my neck is getting stretched.
Yeah, and we don't even
So this is
realize that. Many a times we are just
yes, because
busy.
it becomes so habitual that you think, yeah, this is normal, like this is how I work, this is how I function. But ultimately, and in fact, many people have the tendency to ignore their pain for days and months together. And when that becomes really severe, they come up. But the basic problem is posture. So you
Yes,
correct the posture, the pain gets going away.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, and so, yeah, I do it all the time and I don't even pay attention to how I'm sitting. So now I will. What about things I've heard in the market? I can buy gadgets or I don't know, devices to help with posture correction.
Yes, so basically devices like the belt, scapula stabilization belt, or posture corrector, or posture corrector machines which come, which gives you that vibration sensation when you slouch. So it'll just vibrate and you have to again become straight.
Yeah.
And also there are magnetic devices which help you to correct posture. But I would say, yeah, devices can be of good help, but they can be good as a support or assistance. I wouldn't say you should totally rely on the devices, because what happens is when you actually rely totally on the device, I'm wearing a belt and I expect that I'll be fine, I'll be okay with my posture. You get dependent on it, and your muscles don't actually work. It's very passive. So I personally feel that it should be more active work along with the support, of course. Initially you need that support, like your muscles are not strong, so maintaining a good posture would be difficult for all of us. It will be taxing, it will be painful, but the secret is that it shouldn't be painful, it has to be flawless. So since the faulty posture development has taken such a long time, the good posture setting in will also take a long time and it will be a gradual process. So we have to be that much patient, and we need to understand that wearing a belt along with the activation will give better results rather than just wearing a belt.
So
Also,
activation,
we
you
can
mean,
only prefer activation without using the belt. Even that would be okay.
no, no, when you say activation, do you mean regular exercise or correction? Is that what you mean? Like engaging our muscles?
So exercises are of various types basically, but the activation is something which controls every movement. So I need to, when I say activation, it controls as a small movement like this. Like it's not even seen, the gliding movements at the joint, that is something where the muscle activation will help you to control those. It will help you to develop a motor control, which is something where right muscle activating at right time leading to a right movement taking place. So it is that important. And so I prefer like, yeah, definitely you should go for activation.
Wow. And so to understand this better, I suggest, people come and book an online consult with you, Dr. Disha, because, everybody has their own individual issues with the aches and pains and whatnot. So, I think they can reach you through Shop Healthy's consulting service. And, thank you so much for spending this evening and enlightening us with
Definitely, definitely.
all of
Thank
it.
you so much.
Good night. Goodbye.
Goodbye.